Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now let's get right into it. First, let's go over the lineup for episode 18 with the Casa Boys. And I just want to say, when it comes to the Casa Boys, none of them really caught my attention like that. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, it's just, like, they were handsome, for sure, but it just wasn't catching my attention. None of them were really catching my attention. I don't know. But let's see. First we have Carl, who ended up staying and partnering with Anaya. Then we have Chandler. Then we have Shay, who also stayed and ended up coupling with Kata. Then we have Corey, who stayed and he first partnered up with Trinity, but then the next night he coupled up with Melanie. Then we have Dylan, who I believe partnered up with Kinsey. Or Jen. He rather partnered up with Kinsey or Jen. I can't remember. Same thing with Gal. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He also stayed and coupled up with Kinsey or Jen, but I think Kinsey. I think one of them is more of a bigger flirt than the other. So I think Gal was the biggest flirt and he was with Kinsey, because I remember a scene. And then I believe Dylan was with Jen. I believe. If I'm wrong, definitely let me know in the comments below. Next we have Ryan, who did not stay. Then we have Ronnie. Ronnie did make an impression on me. It's just, the issue is he was short. He was one of the shortest guys out of all the bombshells, but he is very handsome. He coupled up with Melanie on the first night, but I don't think he's making any connections. Then we have Keon, who did not stay. Then we have Kyle, who did not stay. We have Tino, who is pretty handsome, but unfortunately he did not stay. We have Trey, who also did not stay. I kind of wanted him to. He was pretty handsome. And those are your bombshell guys of who stayed and who did not stay. And like I said, none of them really had much of a impression on me. So we'll just see how it goes in future episodes. But I am happy that the girls got double the amount of bombshells to explore, because Anaya needed it. Jen needed it, and I have to say fairly Kinsey, because obviously Corbin is a F-boy, as we all know, and then Melanie needed it as well. So basically majority of the girls all needed to explore and just find newer connections. I am a bit disappointed in Anaya in episode 18 when she did the whole I miss my man thing with Melanie, while Casey is over at Casa Amor not holding himself back at all. But shockingly, I am proud of Sincere, because when he was talking to Bryce, how both of them were saying how they still have the ladies in the back of their heads. So that's definitely a little bit of character development right there with Sincere. And then Bryce is actually being loyal, but I feel like he's only being loyal just because he's not vibing with any of the girls. Like, if he had his true type in there, he would explore that. If he did vibe with one of the girls, he would explore that. Like, I don't know. It's just something is off about Bryce, and I'm trusting my gut feeling with this. Like, I'm trusting it. Something is off with him. And I just feel like the whole tears and stuff, the tears probably were real, but I don't believe they were completely for Trinity. I think he was just disappointed that he couldn't vibe with any of the girls, to be so for real. I think that's what the tears are for. But anyway, with the rest of the guys, I'm honestly not surprised that they're all exploring. It's weird that Alana is on the show chasing after Zach when she went on a date with his older brother, Charlie, who was in the previous season. Like, that's clearly a yellow flag, and Zach is still messing with her. And there's rumors going around the internet that she likes to say the N-word. Honestly, not surprised, but definitely disgusted for sure. I have a whole hot take about the N-word, and I don't think anyone should say it, especially us black people. Honestly, we should not be saying that word either. But that's just my opinion, and another video for another time. So, moving on. Now let's get to episode 19. I'm proud of the girls for exploring and making other connections. I'm just not sure about the new guys. Like I said, there wasn't really any sparks through the screen. Like, you know, when it comes to like certain television shows, you could see the spark through the screen, like The Bachelor, for example, or like previous seasons with Love Island. Like, if a couple was connecting, you can tell. But it's just that for some reason, with these guys, I just don't feel it. Maybe there's something in between Anaya and Carl, but if Carl is playing my girl Anaya, I'm going to be peed off. I don't want it to be like season 6 when that one dude played Janae. Like, I really need Anaya to find her person in the villa. And, I don't know. I feel something between them, but I just don't want her to get played. As for Kata and Shay, I could definitely feel the flirtation in the air, but I don't know. I do want them to explore their connection. I actually want to see, like, where that goes, where their connection goes, for sure. But anyway, as for the guys, I do feel bad for Caleb. I feel so bad for Caleb because he's in another triangle situation with Corbin, and this time it's with one of the new bombshells, Parmida. And it's sad because she said it herself that Caleb is husband material, but it seems like Corbin is more of her type, and she slid into his DMs way prior to the show, and they had like a short conversation messaging back and forth, and Corbin pretended to remember, but we darn well know that this man does not remember. He was faking it. But, bruh, I'm telling you, Corbin is a dog. He's the dog of the season for sure. Like, he's worse than Gabe. Like, Gabe, at least he was building emotional connection, versus with Corbin, it's him, like, constantly just trying to lead all the women on. But I don't know. Corbin is a dog. That's all I gotta say. And I feel bad for Caleb that he's in another triangle. And I hate that Parmida is following after Corbin instead of Caleb, even though she said out of her mouth that Caleb is husband material. Like, why do we do this? But moving on to our next person, which is Casey. I don't know what it is about Casey and these women, but Tiara is giving the same vibes as Anaya, low-key. It's just the way she's expressing it is completely different. Not completely different, but it's different. It's giving, like, she could fight. It's it's giving she could fight. It's not giving softy, go cry in the corner vibes like Anaya. No shade, I promise, but it's not giving that. It's giving, I bet, say less. Like, it's giving, she could go toe for toe, like, tit for tat, like, she could fight, like, it's yeah. Like, don't mess with her. That's what it's giving. It's giving just don't mess with her. Both sides, Anaya and Tiara, is honestly toxic, as we can see through the screen. And I remember in episode 18 or 17, I think episode 17, Casey was talking about how he got aura. Yeah, he got some type of aura. All right. I don't know what it is, but he got something on his aura that's making him attract these type of women. And he probably needs to cleanse it. Something's not right. He needs to cleanse it, honestly. But towards the end of episode 19, Sincere is once again being insincere with Amora. Let me know what y'all think. Will he bring Amora back to the villa or return back alone? I think he'll return alone. I seriously think he's just leading Amora on. As for Melanie and Corey, I don't know. That situation is kind of iffy. Like, he was talking good game to her, I'm not gonna lie. And he was making her doubt a bit and second guessing her decision to stay loyal to Sincere or not. I want her to explore Corey. I don't know if they seem like a good match, but she genuinely deserves to find someone in the villa just like Anaya does. Because, like I stated before, I don't think Melanie and Sincere will last in the real world. I don't see it. I don't see it lasting at all. That's just my hot take on everything. Let me know what stood out the most for you guys throughout the past 2 episodes, and let's debate about it. Let's talk about it. But, of course, keep it cute. Keep it cute.